There's a new partnership, I understand, a new project that you're launching with CGI, with Clinton Global Initiative.
So we've been very fortunate. We've been working with the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton Global Initiative for a number of years. They funded a lot of our Haiti work. We've been working with them on a lot of resiliency programming. Just last week at CGI America, we launched a resiliency competition in partnership with the AIA, the St. Bernard Project, and Make It Right, which a lot of people may know. But one of the things we're looking to do over the next few years is, instead of waiting for a disaster to happen and then questioning whether an architect should get involved, is how do we get architects and building professionals preemptively involved in areas of high risk. If we know San Francisco is going to get hit by a major quake, if we know that the Seattle-Portland area is going to get hit by a major quake, why wait until after the disaster? Let's figure out resiliency programming. So one of the things we're doing with AIA and with CGI is figuring out resiliency programming in the United States, and we've already been funding architects in a number of cities around the country through kind of these resiliency grants. So that's just one of many initiatives we're going to be doing around that sort of programming.
So you and Kate have kind of become global ambassadors for the power of design and the power of architecture. And groups like Clinton Global Initiative are coming in and beginning to understand in ways that, at least in my lifetime, I really haven't seen major foundations necessarily embrace or take advantage of that power. Do you see that happening across the board, or is an organization like CGI kind of exceptional?
No,
I mean, the Ford Foundations, Rockefeller.
If they're here, they're exceptional, absolutely exceptional. But to be honest, they're not. I mean, if you look at the sort of people that are supporting us, the foundations that are coming to us, we're having a really interesting conversation right now with over 70 foundations and corporations around obesity in the United States.
Interesting.
And rather than talking about the idea of obesity as a disease, looking at the idea of how do we create active spaces. Why don't we build cities and communities that actually enhance the ability to have an active lifestyle? And so that is a design problem. And you need architects and designers to do that. So reframing problems as tangible solutions makes design possible. And it's our responsibility as architects to promote ourselves as solution makers, not the Band-Aid on a problem.
So when we're here at AIA, we have 30 seconds left. I know you're going to be giving this amazing keynote speech.
No pressure. Thanks.
But I'm hoping that's part of your message, is how architects can kind of leverage their skill set to be solution providers.
I think part of the message I'm going to give tomorrow is really about the value of architecture. Is that when you talk to anyone who's not an architect, I call it like the George Costanza syndrome. Everyone wants to be an architect. And they say how amazing it would be if they were an architect. And then when you meet an architect, they just like, oh yeah, I'm an architect. So we kind of have this inferiority complex. And if we can just be incredibly confident about the power of what we can deliver, we'll actually transform our profession. If you think about the fact that less than 4% of the United States uses the services of an architect. Now, Architecture for Humanity and groups like MASS and Public Architecture, we're servicing the bottom 25–30% of the country, if not the world. So there are around about 69% of the world that do not use architects, and they're not in my space.
There's a big in-between there that we should be reaching.
And so how do we transform the way we do our practice so we can open up? Because there should not be an unemployed architect.
I like that message. It's a great way to end. Cameron, thank you so much.
Thank you.